Hey, what's it look like if Kingpin goes on vacation, buys a funny hat, eats a bunch of spicy food, and then farts a demon? Well, you'll see as we paint today's miniature, because that's what it looks like. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Blastercaded Painting. Here we are yet again. Today we're going to be painting Shadow King from Marvel Crisis Protocol. It's a cool miniature, regardless of what I just said. It's going to give us some opportunities to do some easy techniques that anyone should be able to do. So let's get into it. First thing we're going to do is give this guy a spray of black, then a zenithal of white from above, and we're going to take some bold titanium white, and we're going to dry brush this over pretty much the entire miniature, because this is how we're going to do the white of his suit. So this is pretty low impact painting for white. We don't really have to do too much after this to the white. We don't have to do anything because he's basically wearing all white except for his undershirt and his hat. So yeah. The white is done. Then we're going to take some mulled berry here, and this is going to go on his undershirt and also his hat. I think it's called a fez. But anyway, we want to be very careful to stay away from the white, because the white is done. Okay, so fair warning, these are techniques that anyone can do, but there is going to be some brush control and being careful, because that white is finished and we don't want to get any other colors on it. And if you've seen the box art for the character, there's a lot of colors coming, and it's kind of a messy process because we're going to be doing wet blending, but just be careful and take your time. If you make a mistake, that's not really completely white, so you need like a light gray, and you can kind of cover it up, but we want to keep our zenithal intact, so just be careful and take your time. It's going to be a fun, easy paint here. I stressed about it a lot. And we're going to take some yellow ochre here, and this is going to go all over his skin, so his face, his Tom Selleck chest, he didn't have the top button done. He's in the desert, I think. I don't know. He's wearing a fez. And his hands. We're going to take Magic Blue, Purple Swarm, and Moonlight Coral. We're going to put Speed Paint Medium, all of these. Keep these separate. The Moonlight Coral's going on first near the bottom half of the miniature. Then we're going to switch to the Purple Swarm and wet blend those two colors together. So this is what I'm talking about. We're trying to stay away from the white. Then we're going to keep our Purple Swarm going up kind of under his armpits a little bit. Then we're going to start wet blending in our Magic Blue. And putting all those colors together is really going to make this pop. It's going to look, well, in my opinion, it's going to look very good by the end of it. So there it is. All those colors are mixed, and that looks pretty good. Next, we're going to take some ivory here, and we're just going to go into his teeth. Dirty old teeth. Then we're going to take some burnt red, and we're going to go over top of our mulled berry that we did. So this is our first layer up to bring up all that red. And as usual, we're staying away from the recesses. We're just hitting the high points and bringing up the color, because we want it to be, more red than this, obviously. Hey, just a reminder to you guys, please hit subscribe down below. Doesn't cost anything, and it makes my day better. Next, we're taking some pure red, and we're adding that into a little bit of our burnt red, and we're going to do one layer up of that red again. So, bringing up all those colors, staying away from the recesses, leaving some of the burnt red behind and some of the mulled berry behind, and yeah, this ends up looking actually really good. And we're now adding in a little bit more of the pure red, so we're pretty much just at pure red now. And yeah, that's the red done. Next, we're taking some yellow ochre, and we're going to start slowly adding in Dorado skin, and we're going to start bringing up all of his flesh. So Same thing we just did on the red, only this time on the flesh. Bringing up all the colors that we have. Face, hands, forehead, you know, everything. And this yellow ochre is a really good base for like kind of like a pale skin tone as we're bringing up with that Dorado skin, because the Dorado skin is really pale, so this ends up looking good. Next, we're taking some Topaz skin here, and I'm just going to use this on his lips. His face is kind of big enough to kind of bring his lips out a little bit. Next, we're taking some matte black, and this is going to go on his glasses. So, try to be careful and not get it on the parts you've already done on the skin, but yeah. We can also use the matte black on his cane and his belt. We're going to take some pale gray here, and we're just going to add in some tiny little reflection spots on his glasses here. So, you could probably skip this step, but I do think it adds quite a bit to the character, because, like, he doesn't have a lot going on his character. It's mostly the demon thing. And we're going to take some plate mail metal, and this is going on the buttons on his vest there. And we're going to take some bright sapphire now, and we're going to use this as a dry brush on just the top raised edges as we can of the blue that we did. So now we're going to be, it's not wet blending, but we're like blending with the dry brush now. So we're going to bring up all the colors on the blue, and then we're going to switch over to some alien purple, and we're going to dry brush in the purple, and we can kind of get where the blue and the purple mix, and the dry brush helps sort of blend it all together. And we're taking some Wicked Pink. We're doing the same on the Moonlake Coral that we used at the bottom, and yeah, this ends up making it really pop and coming together. Next, we're going to take some black metal here, and these are going to go on the bands on the I don't know, Shadow King demon? I really don't know very much about the character, but it's going on those metal bands. Hey, do you guys know much about this character? I don't know much other than I remember he was a giant floating head that would chase Storm around in the cartoon. That's all I really remember about him. So if you know stuff about him, let me know in the comments below. Then we're going to hop over to some ivory here. We're going to use this to pick out his teeth. You could probably skip this step if you're not confident of getting those teeth, but it definitely makes it look good. Next, we're taking some pure red, and we can put this into the recess of his eyes, like the whole area. We don't have to get just the pupil, like just the eyeball. We're doing the whole recess there. Then we're taking some pixie pink. We're going to use this to just dot in the eye, so it gives it a little bit of a kind of a ghostly, glowy effect, sort of. It ends up looking good. We'll do the base on this guy, and he is done. And here he is all finished up, and honestly, I'm really happy with how he turned out. It's a fun miniature to paint, not too hard. We just had to be careful to stay away from some of those areas. So what do you guys think? It was a fun paint to do. I had him sitting on my desk for a long time. It's not a miniature I was really kind of excited to paint, and one day I just picked him up and I'm like, I'm going to do this, and kind of thought out what my plan would be, and it turned out really good. I'm very happy with how he turned out. What do you guys think? Are you picking this miniature up? Let me know in the comments below. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff, and you guys have a great day. I think I also remember an episode of the cartoon where, like, Charles Xavier turns into like a Spartan warrior in space and fights Shadow King. Did that happen? Like an astral psychic fight? I didn't dream that, right? I might have dreamt it. Next, we're taking some Magic Blue, some Purple Swarm, and some Moonlake Coral. Oh man, that is too fast. Why did I jam it all into one? I don't think ahead, apparently.